Hi Taurus, it's Amber here, Symbols for Living. Welcome to your July to August. How does he or she feel about me reading? Apologies for being late, guys. Thank you for your patience. I hope that you enjoy the reading. Please do like, share and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. And especially share, that's my favourite, if you feel it will help someone else. Okay, so interestingly enough, Aries got the Lover's card here. They also got the Hangman at the base of the deck, and they got the Knight of Pentacles in this area, and also the Five of Swords in this area. So I don't know if you're seeing an Aries. You may very well be seeing an Aries. And it looks as if, you know, I mean, if it's pertaining to the Aries, then and your partner is an Aries, then they are wanting to wait. They're wanting to, and not even so much wanting to wait, but they're having to get over things. Especially with the Ten of Swords here and the Lover's card and the Strength card, it's like, oh, you need to be strong about this love interest, and you need to really lay some things to rest. You need to let go of things. You need to move on. A lot of pain and hurt has been experienced by your partner, to the point where they feel that it's just taken the life out of them, you know. Yet they found you, and it looks like they really, really care about you here. They really do feel that connection with you. You are like a changing, like you're a catalyst, I think, for them moving out of quite a dark space in their life. Sorry to jump right to the end, but it just got me that it was very in sync with the Aries reading. So if it is an Aries that you're seeing, they've been through something that's made them feel dead on the inside. You know, we've got this guy here, he's just like completely dead. He's got no more words left. He's got no more answers. He's just like completely succumbed to whatever negative experience that he's had or she's had. And the advice here for you is to be strong. So it looks like they really do want to, you know, in the near future, get closer to you, possibly have, you know, make the relationship sexual, because the Lover's card is a very sexual card here with two naked people about to make love, you know. And the Strength card is also very much to do with sex and lust. So I think you're being asked here to be patient, and that's why the Hangman is here. Aries also had the Hangman there as well in the same position, so you're both having to be patient. I'm really sorry if your partner is not an Aries, or you're not an Aries, if you catch my drift. Hopefully it's just a coincidence, or maybe, you know, hopefully it's not. Maybe it's actually could be really helpful for you guys. But yeah, if that doesn't resonate with you, then it would just be a case of your partner is kind of having to let go of a lot of things. They could have some issues around sex as well in the near future. You may have to be patient with them. These two cards here says, you know, there could be impotency problems as well. I'll just throw that in there in the near future. It could be, and that could be why you have to be patient and you know, show strength and resilience, because this woman is taming the beast. She's taming her desire. So you could have a very strong sexual attraction to your partner, but you're going to have to really exercise patience with the Hangman, exercise self-restraint, and kind of maybe go at their pace a little bit and understand that, you know, they do want to be close to you. Don't take it personal. They do want to be close to you, but they need to get over certain things first. They need to really let go. And thankfully, it's the Ten of Swords. And when I say thankfully, it's like a 10. So clarity is on the horizon. This person is at the end of their battle. And they, you know, they kind of, they've got to a stage where they're resigned themselves to the fact of what's happened. So they're probably going through the stages of grief. I don't even know much about that, but it could be that they're going through the stages of grief. So you have to kind of work with them in a way to get through that, or at least be aware of what they're going through, so you kind of know where they're at. Okay, so your partner, I'll start at the beginning now, sorry about that. So we had the King of Swords and the Hermit card here as how your partner feels about you. So your partner could be feeling that you are quite introverted and a thinker. So you spend a lot of time on your own thinking about things, carefully plotting and scheming. Not scheming necessarily, but yeah, maybe scheming, you know, that word came out maybe. You guys do a lot of planning and scheming and plotting. Maybe around business, you know, constantly kind of hash out business deals, negotiate, planning your next move. You know, the King of Swords is, you know, the master chess man. So that's why I say scheming. He's someone who always thinks 10 steps ahead and really thinks things through. The Hermit card shows me as well that this person that you're seeing feels like you're very serious and you're very grounded and very practical and very grown up and mature and maybe very spiritual too. So very well-rounded, very balanced, down-to-earth kind of person. They see you as quite a wholesome character. You know, someone they could bring home to mum and dad, you know, easily. There's no surprises with you. You're quite straightforward, you're quite blunt, you're quite straight to the point. They know what they're getting with you. Your advice here is the Five of Swords. So, you know, your advice here is to probably continue, you know, exercise more of the King of Swords energy. The Five of Swords talks about plotting, yeah, plotting and scheming and having the upper hand, but maybe not fairly. So you are being asked here to protect your own interests. Your partner sees that that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of being quite non-emotional about things and being very grounded and trying to keep a very, very I want to say clear perspective, but I want to emphasize clarity even more. Like, it's not just a clear perspective, but a real almost spiritual perspective, kind of a worldview perspective. You're more you're less subjective and you're more objective about things. You're not so personal, and they see that you're kind of detaching, maybe, you know, you're detaching from the situation. And you'll be advised here to, I mean, this could be a warning as well. We'll see how the rest of the reading goes, but it could be that, you know, maybe with this person going through all these kind of swords energy, it could have put you on a bit of a, it could have made you back up a little bit, and they see that you're backing up. But it could be that the Five of Swords could be a warning that maybe you're protecting more than you need to. Maybe you're being more protective and more cautious than you need to be. Yeah. Usually the Five of Swords is not really good advice necessarily, or advice to make you do. It's usually like a bit of a warning to say you don't need to keep arguing. Usually it's about arguments. Like, you don't need to keep arguing about something that is only causing you each other pain, kind of thing. Just to have the upper hand. So that could be a slight warning for you there as well. But we'll see how the reading goes, and hopefully we'll get more clarity on that. So then we've got, at the base of the reading, we've got the Empress card and the Knight of Swords. So your partner is thinking about maybe bringing more sensuality into the relationship. They're thinking more about, you know, nurturing, more about abundance, and more about commitment as well. With the Empress card here, the Empress card is a very mothering, nurturing kind of energy, and she's also very stable. So your partner is thinking very much along the lines of stability. But then there's this Knight of Swords again. There's a swords energy that's come through again, which talks about instability. So they may want to really have, they may be thinking, you know, I really would love a bit of predictability in my life and stability and groundedness and start to nurture myself more. And, you know, they might really want to take care of themselves and also take care of you in the process, and just have a very kind of nurturing situation between you both. But they recognize that I think they've got a very busy mind, especially with the Ten of Swords there. And with you kind of having your guard up. I think they've got a very busy mind, and I think that I think they're challenged here. These two are very opposite energies. So it could be that this person is kind of in two minds. Again, they're here in two minds. Sensuality, connection, love, abundance, and then there's this air energy. There's this instability or stress. I think that your partner wants to be settled and wants to be in a relationship. That's what they're thinking. But it's almost like their mind seems to be scattered. And but either way, with the Knight of Swords, they may be scattered, but they're determined. They are reaching a kind of breakthrough with the Knight of Swords. They are getting out of that rut, really, with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords doesn't sit still very long. So you can, your partner's mind is starting to, get back, I think, its oomph, its energy, its like life force, its power. And yeah, I think that they're really trying to be brave with you. I think that even though there may have been past hurts or whatever, they're being brave. They're like, you know what, this is what I want. I really love this person, or I really like this person. They're like the Empress to me. They see so much potential in you. They think the world of you. To be seeing you as the Hermit and the Empress, they do think very highly of you. They see you as very intelligent, very clever, very grounded. And I think they really want to take that chance with you, but they may be wanting to rush things a little bit with the Knight of Swords, even though I did say there may be a slowing down here in terms of intimacy. I think they're quite decided. I think even just on principle, like you just tick a lot of boxes for them, I think. You're like an all-rounder. The Empress is like an all-round. She does everything. She's amazing in every way, She's, and that's why it comes down to nurturing. She literally knows how to fill all those holes and make things complete. So yeah, they definitely feel a lot about you, and I think they want to take things forward. And they're being brave about it. They're being really brave with the Knight of Swords here. This could also be, though, this could be interpreted in different ways. So we do have the 3, 5 of Swords and everything else. So it could be that this person actually is a bit of a player. This person could be feeling quite sexy themselves, and be very much in their head about things. And when I say in the head about things, like quite objective, not really getting emotionally involved with things, acting off principle, talking their way in and out of things, even when they're wrong, they've got the gift of the gab. They can even talk themselves in and out of things. They can convince themselves that they're right when they're wrong. Either that kind of like stubborn determination to just make a point and to get what you want. So there's energy here of that, and then we have got the 5 of Coins here, which is about being left out in the cold. So this could be a sign to say, hang on in there. It could be a sign to say hang on in there, but it could also be another kind of advice for you that this person may leave you out in the cold, and that might be why you're being asked to have your guard up, and that might be why you're pulling back, you're being objective. And we do have the Devil card here in the past. So it could be that your partner is seeing other people. And it could be that you're being encouraged to go ahead and, you know, socialize as well. You know, get out there and have some fun and, you know, really look after yourself and make sure that you're emotionally content. That could be what the Five of Swords is about as well. It's about protecting your own interests over everything else. It's about being ruthless. And it could be that, this could be a warning that this person could be leaving out in the cold, or it could be advice to you to go ahead and not really cut your losses, but Five of Coins in this position is quite tricky. But I mean, ultimately, the card initially just says, you know, hang on in there. That's the kind of textbook explanation for it, is to kind of hang on in there and not give up, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is balance coming. There is reciprocity coming, but you just need to hang on in there. It may feel like you're out in the cold for now, but in time things will get better. You just need to hang on in there and have hope and use the resources that are available to you, that are around you, and basically be optimistic and see the cup as half full rather than half empty. It could, but as I said, it could be that you're being kind of asked here to cut your losses and recognize that this person may be kind of looking after their own interests and being a bit roughshod about your emotions. But I do think that they think quite highly of you. I still think that. I still think that they, I still feel like this is quite a positive reading, even though these two cards are here. The Knight of Swords is also someone who comes and saves the day. So it could be that you have to let this person in to allow them to also heal you. It could also be that you might need to also do the healing. This card is often seen as a soulmate card as well, you know, where two people hang on in there with each other to make it work because they're in love, because they really care about each other, and they're looking after each other through thick and thin. So it could be that you're, especially with the Ten of Swords and my initial interpretation of the reading, it could be that you need to maybe offer a helping hand. You know, look at what resources you have available to you. Maybe you're in a position where you're also going through some difficult times, but the cards are saying that possibly you do have something to give and that you can help this person, that you can help each other and you can be very nurturing towards each other. But definitely there's this tussle between air and earth. You know, we've got air and earth, air and earth, air and earth, air, and okay, air, this kind of air. But then even though it's ruled by Gemini, it's a very earthy card. It's very much about sensuality and physical connection, which is very earthy, sensual kind of energy. So there's this kind of, for your partner, they're very much air and earth characters. So they could have like their sun in Virgo and then their rising in Libra or something, or have a whole load of planets in Virgo but have their sun in Libra or Gemini or something else, another air sign like Aquarius. But they've definitely got this kind of two minds about them. Definitely they're on one side of them, they're very, very much the thinker, you know, which is quite a Virgo energy, really. This could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, like someone who's quite grounded and earthy, but yet quite the thinker, you know, being ruled by Mercury. yet being an earth sign. So you could be seeing a Virgo, especially with the Hermit card here, right at the center. You could be seeing a Virgo most definitely. So they may see, you know, see you more as the thinker and being very grounded. But okay, let's just keep moving, shall we? Alright, so we've got the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in terms of your partner's intentions for the relationship. So your partner definitely has got some more questions. They have got a strong air element in their chart. We've already established that. So they are going to have lots of questions. They are going to want to know lots. They're going to be very inquisitive. They may be a bit suspicious. They may have doubts. They may just a lot of talking. I feel they're going to want to do with you in the near future. And the talking will most likely be around, you know, how stable the offer of love is, how stable the connection is, how real this relationship is. You know, is it long term or is it short term? You know, they're going to be wanting to ask you questions to kind of, I think, ascertain exactly what your intentions are for the relationship. With the Page of Swords there will be questions asked. So, I mean, they definitely intend to stick around with the King of Pentacles. They intend to be a constant in your life, to be a support. They also could be wanting to offer monetary support as well with the King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles is the type of person that would want to offer their partner financial support, or want to be in a position to be able to support their partner financially, and not even partner, more so like their wife, you know, but still even their partner, they would want to you know, be a solid rock for their partner. Ideally that's what they want, and they want longevity when they find the right person. So they could be really trying to figure out if you're the right person before they make a commitment. However, they want to make a commitment, especially with the Lovers card in the future. They do want to make a commitment, but they're unsure because they still got a lot of questions for you with the Page of Swords here. And your advice is the Three of Cups. So your advice is to go ahead, maybe go out, socialize with this person, get to know them, bond. It could be through your bonding that, you know, a lot of questions are asked and a lot of clarity is brought about, and that could be why you're being advised here to go ahead and bond with your partner. Maybe introduce them to friends. Maybe make it, you know, as it is quite airy. You know, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians, generally speaking, I wouldn't like to say that everyone's like that, but generally speaking, they do like to socialize, they do like good conversation, they like the whole social aspect of life. So I feel that, you know, going out, having drinks, introducing them to your friends and things like that would really help them get to know you, I think, and would really answer a lot of questions that they have. Again, you know, if we were to read this and interpret this as you having to be defensive because someone may be, you know, manipulative and two-faced, you know, have other people that they're seeing, you know, you are, you know, this person, you know, with the King of Pentacles, this person wants to be, you know, wants to be king ultimately. He wants to be the man. He wants to be recognized, and he wants to show off his wealth. So, and he could be very untrusting. He could be quite suspicious of things, you know, not really a very trusting character, just not having very much faith in things with the Page of Swords there. And just be very doubtful. I mean, there'll definitely be some communication. The King of Pentacles, if it is this Earth sign that you're seeing, they will be in contact. They will be contacting you with the Page of Swords there. And when they contact you, it will be more, again, they'll be looking to find out more about you. They're not, they do have small talk and conversation, but again, this is all a part of them gathering more information about you. So they still got a lot of questions, they still got a lot of doubts, I think, around it. And you know, like I said, the doubts could be more so around their own behaviour, you know, because of what they're up to. And that might be why you're asking, you know, keep your wits about you, possibly. And to go out and have fun yourself. However, to be honest with you, I'm trying to find an alternative explanation, but really, I mean, you guys say sometimes I'm too positive sometimes, but I guess I just get positive readings, I don't know. But or basically, I don't see any card as bad, ultimately. They're all here to help. All the cards are here to give us helpful information. So maybe that's because that's my natural outlook on things. But yeah, I would say that this is more about you guys bonding. I think you have to bond. You have to maybe learn about each other through a more relaxed environment, and that could be really helpful. I mean, if this person is going through some sort of grief or loss or depression, you know, maybe they do need to get out. Maybe they are suspicious, you know, because they've been through so much hurt. It's completely normal. And maybe you just need to, you know, in order to kind of get their boundaries down and to get them more relaxed, just invite them out with friends. When they start asking questions, to say, look, you know, how about we hang out? You know, why don't we spend some time together? Why don't I introduce you to my friends? Because they often say you can get to know a person through their friends as well. So it could be something like that as well. Okay, so in the past we had the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, we've got this Earth sign here in the past. And she or he felt like they had a huge burden to carry in the relationship. It could be that your partner was very much the one pushing this relationship forward. You know, they could have been quite determined to push it forward, and maybe, you know, with the Hanged Man here, you're like slowing it down. You know, you're maybe overthinking things a little bit too much. You're kind of being very very reserved and taking your time, which is normal really for a Taurus, because Taurus generally are quite laid back and take their time and are very patient. So it could be that your partner felt like they were just doing a lot of the work to kind of push the relationship forward, but to the point where they felt quite burdened by it. And yeah, like they're making all the moves, they're making all the phone calls, they're making all the plans, they're the ones actually concerned about the relationship, to the point where it became stressful with the Ten of Wands. It could also mean that they had a lot on their plate. I mean, with the Ten of Swords here, your partner could have had a lot on their plate. They could have, you know, family, friends to deal with, work, other commitments that they may have, you know, maybe kids, and just other commitments that they might have, and they might just have felt quite overwhelmed with the addition of having to also work on the relationship. So, you know, it might not be that you were making it hard work. It might just be that they felt it was hard work because of all their other responsibilities. But again, with the Queen of Pentacles here, this person felt, again, that you were just a very stable person, very nurturing, you know, when they met you, or, you know, a few months prior, or maybe just the beginning of July, June. You know, they really felt that that you were a good investment and very nurturing. And I'd also like to mention that the Queen of Pentacles talks a lot about self-esteem. So it could be that this person felt very burdened, especially with regards to their self-esteem, especially with the Ten of Swords there at the end. And this slightly more protective energy as we move through, and this over-emphasis on the mind. It's like this person may be overthinking things, and maybe just felt really burdened by it. And in the past, you've got the Devil card for you, so I don't know if in the past maybe you were quite self-involved, or with the Devil card here it talks about control, and also self-interest. Also talks about bad habits. So in the past there was some sort of negative cycle that maybe you were in. You know, this burden was like a negative cycle, or caused a negative cycle. It could also mean that, you know, in the past you were maybe only interested in the sexual side of the relationship. This could have been a burden for your partner. Your partner may have felt like they wanted more. This could have made them quite suspicious as well with the Page of Swords. They do plan to do more investigating. Most definitely. They're in their head about this, and the Devil card here in the past, it just tells me that there was some negativity possibly on your part that wasn't healthy for the relationship. Or maybe, you know, it could have been your partner that was just, you know, maybe so overburdened, so overworked that it kind of brought out your bad side in some way. Doesn't look like it was a very positive a positive past in the relationship. And it could be that, you know, unwittingly, like unknowingly, you may have burdened your partner with, you know, maybe you had your own, possibly, you know, your own issues that you have to work through. It could be addictions, or just bad habits, negative ways of thinking, you know, having a defeatist kind of attitude. It could be that that's really it could be that that's really what has happened here. Your partner could have felt like they were doing a lot of the work because maybe you weren't able to, you know, maybe you had a lot of things that you were dealing with. You were trying to get through certain things. You may have been, I mean, the Devil card here, it doesn't just talk about drugs and addiction. It could just be that you're doing something that you're bound to and that you don't really want to do it, but you're bound to it. And because you're bound to it, it could have caused your partner quite a lot of stress in terms of they're then having to pick up all the slack because you're preoccupied with other things that you're bound to and that you can't really get out of, and that maybe aren't even that good for you, but you have to do it. So your partner, I think, is quite stable individual and quite the rock. You know, this is someone who works, you know, that's quite a strong person. Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, that's resilience and determination, you know. So I think you've got a good catch. And it's just, again, I feel like these cards are kind of more warning cards, these cards. They're like more telling you, you might need to, you know, with the Hangman as well, you may need some more self-reflection. We've got the same cards here. The exact same cards as Aries. That is so weird. So, again, this talks about you overcoming any emotional hang-ups that you have. This also talks about, you know, finding your own inner happiness. Taking things slow to find your own inner happiness. This reading is quite confusing. But, yeah, it's like you need to find your own inner peace, it looks like here. You need to have fun. And that might be why the advice here is to, you know, go out and have fun with this person. It could do a lot to kind of ease any burdens or negative experiences that you've had in the near past. You know, it could ease a lot of this person's suspicions, answer a lot of questions for them if you just go out and have fun with them and socialise. And you are being asked here, you know, in the near future, they are going to want to, they're going to want to get closer to you physically with the Lovers card there. But they just may not feel like they have the energy for it. You know, they may just not feel, they may feel like they want it, but they don't have the mental, like they're just not in the right mental space to do it. And they may need some support here to get through that. But ultimately, it's your own inner happiness that, with the Hangman here and the Nine of Cups, it's actually your own inner abundance of happiness and joy and emotional contentedness that I think will really help you and help the relationship. So, sorry that was a bit vague, guys. I'm really, really sorry. But it's general, so it's quite hard to give a definite explanation. But yeah, it looks like there's like pain that's been had in the past and your partner's getting over some things. You may need to kind of change your perspective a little bit to encompass what your partner is going through, and not be so defensive. Open up a little bit, I think. Show strength and don't take it personal. I think maybe you're taking it personal how they're being, but you don't have to. You just need to be a support. They do really want to be with you here with the Lovers card. And also the King of Pentacles and the Empress. They think the world of you. They do really like you a lot. So, yeah, okay. So we're going to pull some cards here from the Wisdom of the Oracles deck for you, Aries. I mean, sorry, Taurus. We had a few cards jump out. Never ending story. And we'll just do a cut. So we had never ending story come out. Time for a nap. It's interesting. Truth be told. And then lastly we've got TikTok. At the base of the deck we've got To the Sea. So, I'm going to read from the book for To the Sea, number 7. It says essential meanings are being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. There are points in a relationship There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than just dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So there was an issue of control here in the past. it looks like, yeah, you will need to kind of let go. Again, I feel like Five of Swords is more of a warning to you to kind of let go, not be so defensive, and to go with the flow. The Hanged Man also talks about not being in control ultimately. You're going to have to let go of some control, Taurus, it looks like, in order for the relationship to flow and develop and mature into its own being, as it says here. Talks about transcending personalities. Again, maturing, evolving, moving forward, letting go. The Hangman also talks about letting go of any past hurts. Never-ending story again. This just talks about, it's interesting that it's over the 10 and it's a 10 card. So it could be pertaining to this 10 of Wands. It's never-ending story. So your partner could be in the habit of always pulling away. It could be an ongoing issue with you guys. It could have been happening for, 10 months or more, where it's just this person is waiting and waiting for things to change, but it's never ending. The same thing keeps happening. Time for a nap again. This means taking a back seat, resting. With the Hanged Man here as well, it's about something to do with self-nurturing here, especially with the Empress, and with it being in this position as well. I feel like it's just saying that you need to take a break. Maybe your partner needs to take a break from all of this hard work. You may need a holiday or something. If you're in that kind of relationship, you may need to go ahead and take a holiday, and just have a good break from all the thinking. We've got the fox here. The fox is the thinker, the schemer, the plotter, the planning. He's like it's like saying, stop it, don't plot, don't scheme, don't plan, get out of your head a bit more and try to get more into your feelings. With the Lovers card and the Strength card at the end of the reading, it's like you might need to get more into your desires and more into your your sensual side. Truth be told, obviously is about being honest and truthful in the relationship. This could be where the Page of Swords is coming in. It could be that and the windows are open in the place of this person's heart. So it is about being honest about how you feel. Like, if you really care about this person, don't hold back. With the Five of Coins here, it's about opening up and allowing yourself to be a help to others and offering people the support that they need or you feel you can give. And it is a number 5 card as well. So it is about being honest, and it relates to these two number 5 cards here. I do feel the need to read number 14, so I'm going to do that. When I say number 14, I mean the Truth Be Told card. I'd like to see what that says. So it says honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. The relationship message reads, people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open communication. So no need to be defensive, basically. If you just be open and talk, you'll get a lot more than if you kind of hold back and are suspicious. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up till now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. That's what it says here. And TikTok, I guess it just means, again, I think this is about waiting. This is about accepting that things happen in their own time. The Hangman is very much aware of that. It's just about accepting the universe's timing and appreciating that everything is on a schedule, in a sense. Everything, it's like your destiny is kind of predetermined in a way. In terms of the lessons, like you're destined to learn certain lessons. Maybe not have certain experiences, but you were destined to learn certain lessons. However, however you can, and different experiences will bring different lessons. But it'll be the right lessons. And TikTok is just saying, everything's on a schedule. You're gonna have to just kind of wait, be patient, take your time, with the strength card there as well. You know, we did say you need to be patient, maybe take your time with this person and the situation here, and show that kind of strength, stability and resilience yourself for your partner to allow you guys to move on to greater, higher heights and more happiness and contentedness, and hopefully that lovely sensual connection that we also very much appreciate. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. It was very general, but if you'd like your own personal reading, then please do get in contact with me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. If you enjoyed the video, or the reading I should say, please do like, share and subscribe. My favourite is sharing, so I'd appreciate that. And otherwise, I guess I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.